Ready. Play.
I think he played a good match from his side. He served well. Didn't give me too many free points. You know, he plays very defensive tennis, and he's obviously playing extremely well. You know, the last 6 months or so, and not as many sort of errors as as before. It was also not best pleasing how I played on my side of the court. I could have done a better job to make it harder for him.
Just to follow up on something you said on court last time, which we couldn't hear because we were down here.
Yeah.
You said the last few months. What were you really referring to? You thinking of stopping in a few months, or can you elaborate a little bit on what you meant?
Yeah, I mean, I'm likely not going to play past the summer. I get asked about it after every single match that I play, every single tournament that I play, and I'm bored of the question, to be honest. And yeah, I'm not going to talk more about that between now and whenever the time comes for me to stop. But yeah, I don't plan on playing much past this summer.
And can you just reflect on how important it is to have your family or your dad that we saw in the crowd in Dubai? How crucial is it for you to have them on tour with you and the support that they give you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been really important for me. I've always been very lucky because my brother is on the tour, so I thought he's always had I've had a family presence with me for most of my career, and then obviously my mum has an involvement in the sport, which takes her to some tournaments that we're at anyway, and also she chooses to come and travel with us, certainly more in the last few years. She's come along to support, and yeah, I think it helps. I think all of the players would say the same thing. Tennis can be quite a lonely sport at times, so the support of your team, that you have around you is extremely important. And when your family are able to travel or come along and watch it, it does help.
And a match like today, where like you said, where he's winning the points and putting things away, not giving you cheap points. How is that easier to take in and digest, rather than a close finish at this stage of your career?
I don't know. I mean, it's easier. Like last week, obviously I lost a very close match, and it was immediately after the match, there's probably more disappointment because you're so close to winning. But when you reflect on it, like actually, played a decent match there. Played relatively well. And yeah, so after a few days, it's probably easier to get over, and you probably feel a bit better about your game than whereas today, maybe there's less disappointment because you're far away from winning the match. But I would imagine in a couple of days I'd be looking back going, yeah, that was a great match from my end.
Tough luck, Andy. I know Olympics is very important to you, so what is your goal in the Olympics? Is it just to represent your country, or is there some goals and medal you want to achieve? And if you were to favor either Wimbledon or the Olympics, which would you choose?
Look, I mean, in tennis, Wimbledon's not by everyone, but a lot of people is considered to be the biggest tournament in the sport, and being British, Wimbledon's obviously an extremely special tournament. So I mean, I would have to probably say Wimbledon, but the Olympics, I'd love being part of that. It's been some of the best experiences of my whole career, being part of the British British team, and when I got to carry the flag out in Rio it was amazing moment. I love sport, so to get the chance to do that for your country was really special. So yeah, I don't know, both of them are special. I wouldn't want to necessarily pick one or put one of the others down. I've loved my experiences in both.
Andy, since you said you won't be probably playing past the summer, do you foresee playing Roland Garros maybe for one last time this year?
Probably, yeah. Last few years I've tried to give myself maybe better preparation for the grass season, but that also doesn't guarantee that you're going to play really well on the grass. I've had experiences through my career where I didn't play the French Open in 2013 and I won Wimbledon, but I also played the French Open and did really well in 2016, and I don't think it makes a huge difference if you get an extra week's practice or so on the grass. So yeah, I would like to play one more time.
All right, well, thank you. Professor,
you said Roland Garros this year. Would it also be because the Olympics is going to be played there, as maybe like a preparation or something that you would play? Is that?
No, I like the tournament. I like playing at Roland Garros. Obviously, yeah, if you want to do well at the Olympics, you're probably going to have to, play some tournaments and get matches in on the clay. But it's, even if the Olympics was not after Wimbledon, I would still want to play it.
Right.